Okay. Welcome back to Humblewood Adventure. Last time, our heroes captured a necromancer who was the key to trying to find the Borealis, a magical staff meant to destroy, or rather, steal away the aspect of fire once and for all. And today, after going through a dungeon to get said staff, we've all managed to return to the city. What would you all like to do before you go take a long rest at the tavern?
Okay, well, I guess I would like to quickly buy a small shield because now
Okay.
I just remembered that I do have proficiency in shields now. So
Henrietta goes to the temple.
Okay.
Talus goes to buy that aforementioned coat because and because and there's a cold wind blowing around him now forever, and it's starting to get on his nerves.
Cool.
Yeah, just like it's just like this dark red frock kind of thing.
Okay.
Nice choice. As for Talus, as for Rallis, yeah, I think he'll just kind of quickly do the rounds of his own temple and just kind of inform everyone of what's happening.
Right, okay. So, Rook, a shield is 10 gold.
done.
Okay.
Not even gonna do anything about that. Just shield.
Your armor class is increased by 2. That brings you up to 18.
A rogue with 18 armor. What have we done?
Oh no.
I need something specific from the flames.
Of course, you could always go back to Susan to brew up one more potion.
Well,
Yeah,
I
we
have
did.
one potion that's all we need. Overall.
Yeah, I think all you really need is the one potion.
Yes.
Well, I mean, Rallis and Henrietta both use strength and based stuff, so another one would not be out of the question.
Sure enough. After Rallis has done his thing, he'll see if he can't catch Susan.
Okay, she's still there. Of course.
Alright, and as Rallis approaches, he says, "Good day, Susan. I'm terribly sorry for the interruption."
It's no bother of mine.
Well,
What can I do for you?
well,
Seems things are about to get a little crazy now, so I've decided not to leave the city just yet.
that would be the safest option, and, well, quite frankly, an understatement. We are about to deal with the aspect of fire. And,
Grave task indeed.
well, although strength is something I consider strength is something I consider to be one of my strong suits, but I will admit it is not entirely a focus. Still, it may not be of any. It may not be harmful to. If I could perhaps purchase another one of those strength potions that you made for us.
If you have the ingredients, it'll only just be 1 gold, and I'll have it ready for you in the morning.
I most certainly do. And he, from the handful of the ash snake teeth that he's collected, he pulls out one and gives it to Susan.
Thank you very much.
And thank you very much for your service.
Same to you. You should all go get some rest before tomorrow. It's going to be a big day.
You are not kidding. Yes.
Oh.
See you in the morning, Susan.
He nods and waves. She nods and waves. So, and she turns around and gets to work. So, you've all done your business, and you all decide to reconvene at the inn, I suppose.
Yeah. Yeah, I imagine so, yeah.
Okay. So, as you eventually return to the inn, overnight, the denizens of the wood are stirring. With the scorched grove lit up like a bonfire over the horizon, several residents of Elderheart, birdfolk and humble folk alike, are packing their bags, taking their loved ones, and heading south towards the coast for the tide's protection. To the southwest, residents of the marsh regions, from birdfolk to reptiles, begin to march north with specialized nets and powerful weapons to fight back against the coming blaze and protect their homes from devastation. All throughout Alderheart, the great tree is filled with a growing sense of dread. Merchants and residents are packing up, but there are few who decide to stay to the bitter end. Hearing the news from the defenders of Alderheart, Susan forgoes her trip back to her hut in the swamp, knowing full well her work is not yet finished. And after finishing a potion, she reconvenes with her two old friends, Griffin and Oswald. Deep below the root, Wallace, which was Talus's uncle, finds himself at a crossroads. Come out of his mansion to fight the good fight would risk him revealing his true nature to the public, as well as destroy his reputation. He sits quietly in his bunker, looking up at a picture of his beloved, wondering aloud if, despite all the complications, if she's safe from the fire. The Wildwood Brigade have all returned back to their district in the city, with Benna leading the charge to assist those in immediate need out of the scorched grove. Gray, having finally served her sentence and released from jail, stands with her general, and the Vulcan's goals have changed. The wood is her home too. She'll be damned if she simply sits by and does nothing to help, even despite her animosity towards Talus and Rook in particular.
Not my fault.
The tenders, huddled over the wellspring in their headquarters, survey the current destruction that the aspect of fire has caused, and debilitate on a plan of action to stop the spread of the blaze with little results. Tever and Havel, huddled together, know their only hope is for the defenders to find the Borealis and come back in one piece. Already chartering a ship overseas at Saltersport is a tiger Illyrin in fancy clothing, smirking and rubbing his chin as he looks over the soon-to-be-destroyed region of Humblewood. Next to him is a Mawpot, nearly twice the size for his species and marred by years of fighting and pillaging, and a Vulcan woman wearing the symbol of her dark patron deity. The wizards of the Avium have steeled themselves and followed suit to Alderheart, the dean among them leading the charge. With cold spells prepared, they stand at the ready over a large circle. With the snap of his fingers, the dean and his companions disappear in a flash of light. And finally, to the far west, just on the border between regions, a young Luma returns from months of absence, only to see the great flaming Goliath rising from the earth like a mountain. She may not have much liking to the heights of Alderheart, but she's not going to let her fears get in the way of helping her friends. It is now the next day.
Dun dun dun.
Let me see if I can find the wooden flagon. There we go. So it is now the next morning. The inn is mostly empty today, with only a few people around.
I imagine that's because it's so cold, because like this cold wind has been sweeping over, has been just whirling around Talus ever since he got the staff.
Well, there's that, and also people are evacuating. Only a few have stayed behind. So, Oddwald and Griffin are still reconvening over at the with each other, talking, and then you see the dean walk in, Gabe Winsworth. He goes, you're back. Perilous times. It's been a while.
Good day, Dean.
I was called here by the council to advise you on what we should be doing here.
Well,
I do believe we kind of
any advice would be appreciated.
Advise us how?
And Oswald's just looking over his shoulder at them. Well, I have been looking over the leftover remnants of Oswald's research, and it mentioned something known as the Borealis.
Ah, yes.
This, we've got it right here. And
He shows him, and he is dumbfounded. It's like, you actually found?
Not without a bit of trial and error.
Goodness.
mostly error, but whatever.
Yes, and by the way, no, this cold wind does not go away. You might want to get a coat.
Nevertheless, it means we still have a chance of actually stopping it. And Oddwald decides to step up. And he goes, the aspect must still be weakened in order for the Borealis to be useful in sealing it.
Well, the Borealis will be useful for that too.
What's more, in order to channel its power, a ritual must be cast that requires at least 2 mages.
Really?
In order to seal it at the Conjuration Circle.
There are at least 3 of those in this very conversation, so that shouldn't be too much of a problem.
I mean, I'm not really a mage, but a little bit.
I mean, I study.
I didn't.
As you're continuing this investigation, you do hear a bit of a commotion outside the inn. And, you hear one of the crier boys outside yelling, we need emergency summons from the council. Everyone go to the council chambers immediately for an emergency meeting.
Hey, should be interesting. Hey, that'll be funny, watching everyone in there shiver.
We better get over there quickly.
Indeed.
I kind of double up on my clothes because it is getting a little bit cold. So wearing my actual casual clothes underneath my armor.
Yeah, these people hear the commotion as well, and they're going out too. So,
yes, all these migratory birds.
y'all go into the audience chamber.
Out of character, most birds fly south for the winter.
Yeah, we know.
Well, yeah, we live in Minnesota. Super cold.
And yet we're following a thing that is basically a winter.
Yep, pretty much.
Away.
Well, you can fly south now if you really want to. But,
y'all go in, and it's just absolutely crowded with people in here. So, there's a couple of familiar faces, but the crowd of people are currently just nervously whispering to each other amongst themselves about an intense red-orange glow far off in the forest, and others wondering if Alderheart's going to be under attack, and if the council's going to order an evacuation.
That would likely be the wisest choice.
You also see a couple of new additions to the council here. There's a bunch of humble folk representatives up on the purchase here. And
Okay.
Vita,
Is that an echidna?
yeah, it's an echidna.
Yeah, there is.
So Vita, the council speaker directly in the middle, raises her hand, and there's a hush about the room. And she goes,
representation.
My fellow citizen, we have just received a dire report from our watch post. The elemental creature that so recently arose from beneath our wood now makes its way toward Elderheart.
Wonderful.
There's a bit of a silence in the room until one of the other people start panicking. Like, oh god, we're going to die.
That is very likely a chance.
Oh god. You're not going to stop them from panicking because they're causing quite a commotion in here.
Nope.
Alright then. Relis raises his voice and he says, "Everyone enough."
Make a persuasion check with advantage.
He's also like doing a bit of the wind thing around him too, just to kind of like try and draw attention away. All right.
I'm gonna like say just sort of make some of the cold wind like sort of compliment that.
You said.
Still, Ralis, make a persuasion check with advantage.
All right.
Because I assume I have some measure of control over it.
Yeah. You have the entire audience's attention now, and they all start being quiet. And Vita goes, "Thank you very much for calming them down, so I can continue." Recently, we have faced many hardships. The flames that ravage the wood have threatened to tear our communities apart. Yet, Alderheart still stands. We are not bird folk and humble folk, nor are we perch dwellers and forest dwellers. We are people of Humblewood. Since its creation, Elderheart was meant to stand as a symbol of our unity. Perhaps we have lost our way since those early days, but there is still a chance for a brighter future. However, in order to obtain it, we must stand together now. I implore each and every citizen of Humblewood, not as the council speaker, but as a fellow resident of the wood. We must defend each other. We must defend Humblewood. It is the only home we have. There's a bit of a silence in the room. Except for Talus coughing once. But one of these little Jervine here that you might recognize, he raises a fist and goes, I agree. We have to save our home. And then there's another. And another. Until the entire room is a cacophony of cheer.
Talus is kind of like tapping his foot impatiently, now just like, okay, great, yay, Humblewood. Can we go ice this thing now? Yeah, like,
Okay.
he's very clearly impatient to get going.
Relish actually snorts at that a little as he says it.
Alright, you do see that a couple of people are now heading out fully inspired. There we go.
Well, I have to congratulate you, speaker. That was very eloquently put.
There's no problem at all. It's what I do best.
Much better than myself,
Yeah.
I must admit.
So Oddwald decides to come up, and that's all well and good. But if you still require a mage, I would like to at least help out as much as I possibly can. But only if I get these off. And he holds up the silver bangles on his wrists.
Oh yeah, Dean, can you get those off? I suppose.
Not without permission from the council. And they all just stare down at Aldwald for a moment, and they're like, alright, fine. But do not forget, you are still under suspicion. And then Oddwald decides to... the Dean uses a particular spell to unlock the silver bangles.
Okay. Okay, do I recognize this spell?
It is a very, very, very powerful form of dispel magic.
It's basically just a high level dispel magic. Okay.
Yes.
I don't even know that spell, so whatever. Guess that one's up to Rallis.
In any case, the speaker speaks up again. The aspect of fire must be stopped before it reaches the Great Tree City. Its movement has stirred up all manner of elemental creatures that are causing havoc around the surrounding forest. I will give you a chance to explain how you wish to solve this matter.
Well, you see this icy staff thing?
Yep.
We're going to stick it in the aspect of fire's heart, I think. I kind of look at Oddwald for confirmation.
We are going to use its power to seal the aspect away in the conjuration circle in the scorched wood.
By sticking it in the aspect's heart, yes.
Not particularly.
Well, where else would we stick it?
It's only used to drain away its power.
The point being, the Borealis, and he gestures to the staff in question, is designed as a countermeasure for the aspect of fire.
Yeah, it's made from one of the, I think, of the aspect of ice.
At least that's what information we were able to bring about.
I see. I wish you the best of luck, defenders. This will be your toughest trial yet. So, you can leave now. You're dismissed.
Huh? Alright.
Alright, so...
Well, if we succeed, we should be rewarded. If we fail, well, I'll come back later.
And we'll be too dead to haggle.
Yeah, okay, so... Once you leave the audience chambers, the entire atmosphere of the city has changed. It's a lot more energetic now.
Look at all these people, so eager to
Yeah.
die.
Yeah. The bird folk and the humble folk from all walks of life are working hand in hand, with the perch guard distributing weapons and armor to any who volunteer. Those who can't fight, pardon me, Those who can't fight are readying supply lines and bucket brigades to help people on the front lines combat forest fires and support you. So everyone in Elderheart is doing their best to pitch in however they can. You have a little bit of time to prepare. A little bit of time left to prepare before you go out to the Scorched Grove.
Actually, there is one thing I have in mind that I should probably grab before we go. The magic store. Rallis will be going to the magic store.
Okay, so to Eliza's Emporium again.
Yeah, I'm terribly sorry. I probably should have done this the day before, but, it just came to mind.
No, it's fine. You still have time. You do see Eliza there, who is starting to pack up a little bit with it, and she has a bucket.
Good day, Eliza.
And she turns around and is like, "Oh, I wasn't expecting you to be here so soon.
Do
I
not.
was just about to head out to help out with the bucket brigades, with combat the forest fires.
I understand. I just wish to make one small purchase before I head out. Then I will leave you be.
Yeah, it seems I can't really hear.
I think that's on you now. Sorry. Okay, moving on. She says, "Oh, absolutely. I mean, yeah, Humblewood is on fire right now, but I still would like to retain my business here."
Well, I require a diamond, if that is at all possible.
A diamond.
Specifically worth 300 gold.
Yes, okay. So 1 diamond worth 300 gold. That'll be... Then she checks your magical abacus for a discount price. In real life, I'm using my calculator.
No worries. I mean, you should always have a calculator on standby anyway, considering how much math you need to do with Dungeons & Dragons anyway.
Yep. 300 divided by 10. There'll be 270 gold.
Alrighty. And Rallis produces the money.
Okay, thank you very much. Diamonds are very hard to come by in Humblewood. Just so you know.
That was 270, did you say?
Yes.
Alright. There we go.
You now have a diamond that's worth 300 gold.
Alright, thank you.
Rick would like to enter and see if you can find something of particular use.
Okay.
Yeah.
All the magic items should be unlocked now.
You mean all the ones on your little magic items list?
Yeah, all the magic items on my list are unlocked.
Not a whole lot about what I'm after, but...
Yeah, sorry. I mean, there's still the staff of the Python that you can now use.
Yeah, I don't think I have enough money to buy something like that.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
I don't think you can have enough to get the feather tokens as well.
Yeah, because, magic items are, what, minimum 500?
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't have enough. Would it be possible to silver, or, I guess my rapier?
Your silver, your rapier. It's not really in my expertise. You might want to find a blacksmith for that.
Yeah, okay, just pull me down.
I need to look up silver difference.
Oh, no, it takes time, sorry.
Yeah, it does take a lot of time to do that. And you don't have a lot of time.
No, we don't.
Yeah, like, this is something that you probably should have done, like, the day before, because it takes a lot of skill to silver a weapon.
It takes over 20 days.
Yeah, there you go.
There you go. Sorry.
I mean, I know it's considerably faster than that in real life.
But yeah, regardless, I mean, you shouldn't need to worry about it too much because, well, you have magic. You have Eldritch Blast. That's pretty much all you need if you need to seriously damage something.
Yeah, but I also have a shield and a rapier in my hand. I can't really use them at the same time.
Well, you can worry about that at a later point.
True. I mean, all I need is like one hand free. So I'm gonna ask if there's any oils I could use to put fire resistance on my breastplate.
Don't you already have a fire-resistant potion?
Yeah, we already have 2 fire-resistant.
Just kind of want double the resistance.
Resistances don't stack.
I know. I'm just being silly. I would just like to not rely on it too heavily, I guess.
I mean, most
I'm
potions.
sure it only lasts about an hour.
Most potions last an hour, so if you drink it before going into the encounter, you'll be fine.
Or drink it upon sight, I guess.
Basically.
Yeah. So, yeah, not a whole lot of magic items that I would like to use.
Let me check if there are any not very expensive magic items available.
Okay, how about scrolls?
The scrolls are usually 150 gold pieces.
Anything ice related?
I'm afraid I don't have any in stock at the moment.
Oh, okay. Well, I guess that's really all I was after. Sorry.
Okay. The least expensive thing that I have here are the Allurin boots, or the boots of Elvenkind here. At 200.
I mean, I move pretty silently anyways.
Yeah, I think you're okay.
Yeah, I really don't need them. Anyways, I kind of wish her a good day and kind of...
Alright. Alright, see you out in the field then.
Yeah.
And she decides to go out with the bucket in hand and goes to find the nearest source of water.
Yep.
Alright. What's everybody else doing to prepare?
Oh, wait, before we go on a wagon or what, can we grab a wagon for ourselves?
I'm pretty sure you guys already have a horse.
Okay. I would also like a bucket of water for myself.
Yeah, they're giving away buckets of water like crazy, so...
Okay, I would just kind of like to have one with me. I have an idea.
Okay, then.
Good thing I ordered fire-resistant armor.
Yep, you're fine. And Callus is fine.
Not gonna help when we're like overheating to death, but okay.
It's pretty cool.
I mean, as long as you stay next to Talos, you should be fine.
To clarify, the cold wind itself does not actually confer the fire resistance. I'm the only one who gets that.
Yeah, I know. I'm just saying, the cool breeze for the, role-playing aspect.
That's fair.
Anyway, it seems like we're all good.
Yeah, okay. And also, there's Susan left over. And she has your potion ready.
Yeah. Go and get the potion from Susan.
Okay, you now have another potion of Ashen Strength.
Alright, that'll be for Ralis.
Yep. And she goes, I'll also be helping out in this fight, just so you know.
Oh? Will you be helping to control the fires as well?
Well, actually, Oddwald, my old friend, has decided to enlist my help with the ritual.
Ah.
Very well then.
Well,
And also, Oswald is there at the entrance of the city waiting for you.
well then, I suppose we will see you both very soon.
Alright, we'll be going with you, you know.
As I said, very soon.
So, you're all ready to head out?
Yep.
Yeah.
I am.
Okay. So, you're out on the field. You can already see the giant aspect in all of its glory, marching slowly towards the city.
Yeah, so I'm guessing. So, we just go straight towards it then?
It's just the binding circle is all the way over here. And you need to find a way to lure it over there.
Maybe we could just, shoot it with some icy rays.
Relish thinks about it for a moment, and he looks at Talos.
Yeah, but the question is, would the ice draw its aggression or drive it off?
Well, it's the Borealis. I imagine it considers it its worst enemy and would try to destroy it at all cost.
Fair. Well,
I'm going to imagine that you've all decided to head on over there while you're debating on what to do next.
Yes. Like.
Okay.
Okay, like I do have a plan. Yeah, I do have a plan. And yeah, I do have a plan to lure it in. It's going to require it, like, to lure it to the circle. It's I'm basically give it one big blast with the Borealis, and then and run like hell on the magic horse towards here.
I mean, yeah, sure. Here's your magic horse.
Yeah.
All right.
Horses are big creatures. Wish me luck, and wish me not to die a flaming death. That would be nice too.
Okay, well, if you do die a flaming death, be sure to make it out in the open so I can loot you.
Okay.
Best of luck, Talos.
All right.
You go off into the forest.
Yeah.
Everything here is on fire.
Oh no.
Okay, let me just, there we go.
Yeah. No. Okay, I'm guessing. Wait, I'm gonna have to get pretty. Okay, is this an ally?
You do see a number of people fighting off all of the fiery elemental monsters all over the place.
This thing specifically, is it one of them?
Sorry, who?
This thing specifically that I'm clicking on?
Yeah, that's a Turbine.
Okay, so...
Okay, so around you,
I'm gonna have to
you see woodland denizens of all kinds fighting. Parts of the forest are ablaze, bucket brigades desperately trying to keep the fires in check, while coordinated teams assault massive ash snakes, use specially crafted nets to drive back swarms of amberbat. The scouts lead you further into the brush, telling you that as the creature is going down further into the woods, all the plant life is just being consumed by it. It's as if all the damage it is taking is just doing nothing as it's going into the woods.
And all right, well, let's see if I can change that. And I'm going. Okay, so I'm going to. I'm going to ride as close to it as possible I'm gonna try and get. I'm trying to get an angle on it, where I can hit it with with what is basically a cone of cold from the staff, without hitting any of my allies.
Okay, so, you do see the blazing form of the of the aspect lumbering towards the city. It hasn't spotted you yet.
Right. Well. Okay. So I need to get. Well, in the terms of that map, I would need to get at least around here. Can I get? So that's how close I'm going to get.
Yeah, you're fine. You can easily ride on over there.
Yeah.
You see it just hurling hunks of magma and punching the ground and stomping everything around it as it's making its way towards the city.
All right. Moment of truth. Like, oh, like an intense cold wind starts blowing, like dousing some of the flames in the trees, like much more intense than you than you're used to from all this than like even everyone who's been around the staff is used to by this point. I aim the staff at the aspect of fire, and I use the breath of winter attack.
Oh boy. Okay. It needs to make a Constitution saving throw, which it saved.
Okay. Now, is it vulnerable to cold?
It is not.
Oh.
You see this blast of cold air brushing over the fire elemental. It seems to cool down a little bit, but then it flares back up again.
Have I gotten its attention?
It pauses in its assault and turns towards your direction. You now have its attention.
And okay, so yes, you didn't like that, did you?
It bellows angrily as it recognizes you and the staff.
And yes, hi. I'm gonna fire a couple of rays of frost at it, and meanwhile the horse is gonna bolt back towards is just gonna bolt back toward the conjuration circle.
Yeah, each ray of frost that you attack it with, every time it hits it, it grabs another tree and consumes it.
Well, I'm just gonna keep hitting it with ray of frost, like the horse is just using every action to dash. So
okay, I need you to make either a dexterity, an acrobatics, or athletic check.
I am marginally.
Or an animal handling check in this case.
Oh, animal handling.
Either athletics
as
or
the creature is actively chasing after you.
All right, I'm going to use. Okay, Okay, I guess I'll go animal handling because well, it's either that or acrobatics, and animal handling kind of makes the most sense to me right now. Here goes nothing. Yeah, that's pretty good.
Yeah, you continue to keep a fair distance away from the aspect as it's chasing after you.
Yeah, you like that? Yeah, you know what this is? And I'm just like blasting it with rays of frost.
It doesn't seem to be doing much effect against the aspect as it continues to consume more plant life as it's chasing after you.
I just need to keep it annoyed and chasing after me.
Yeah, I need you to make one more animal handling check.
Okay. Come on. Still pretty good.
That is a failure.
Oh
no.
I need you to make a dexterity saving throw.
I am pretty good at those, so let's see how this goes.
Okay. You do save, but there's still a huge chunk of magma being thrown directly at you.
This is gonna hurt, isn't it?
And then you see someone coming in, taking the reins of the horse and pulling you over to the side.
What? Wait, what?
Hold up.
Wait, this isn't a good idea. Angel,
you also see a particular owl raise up his shield, and a gust of wind blows away the fire.
Yes, thank you. Angel, what are you doing here?
Lala, you're up.
Give me a sec. Alright, you'll have... So, am I fighting with them, or am I...
You're running away from them. You're running away from the giant monster.
So I'm running with them?
Yes.
But I was helping them fight off the demon things.
Yeah. All of the fire elementals that are currently... Everything is on fire right now.
Alright. Angel will look up to Talus and sort of give a confused look and say, kicking ass?
Good job. Help me out here.
Oh, of course. What do you need?
And we're trying to lure him over there. Yeah, we're trying to lure the big guy over there.
Well, we're doing a very good job of that, aren't we?
Yes, I fire more rays of frost at the thing.
The creature bellows angrily as you quickly run away.
Can you do impressions when you do that?
No, I can't.
No, that was in character. Talus yelling at the thing.
All right, you successfully escape.
Well, not quite escape. Like I don't want to get too far away, or I might lose interest.
Okay. Meanwhile, back at the Scorched Grove. The rest of you see that the two chosen mages are setting up the ritual. As a couple of people on horseback decide to ride in.
Is that Talus, and who was that with him?
And like, hey, yeah, like, no, you just hear from the distance, gangway, and like, basically, Talus just shoots past them all on the horse. Like, I'm trying to get to the back of the crowd here.
You are now at the back of the crowd. As you do, you notice.
Quick, does he need to get on the circle?
Not yet.
Yes, but will he?
Once the aspect of fire has been incapacitated.
All right. Like Talus gets on the horse, gets up, like hops off the horse, gets to the back, and he just waits until the aspect of fire like gets close to them.
Okay. So, as you do, you notice that everyone else in the surrounding crowd is currently readying themselves for an onslaught of magical creatures.
Before the thing arrives, Relish goes up to the girl with her little ember that's sitting on the horse and helps her off.
She wasn't on the horse.
Oh,
was she?
Sorry, I
She didn't be on the horse.
Sorry, I misinterpreted the overlap as to mean that she was on it. But yeah, he quickly goes to her and he says, "Are you all right?"
Oh yeah, I'm fine. Why do you ask?
Just well, you know, the giant fire monster.
Oh, that's just Tuesday.
I am.
Rickman decides to pipe up and goes, "It's good to see you again, Angel."
Okay.
Oh yes, it's so nice to see you too. How are you?
We could be better considering that we got some more company going on.
Oh yeah, right. That is a bit of a problem.
Yeah. The
Just
ground.
saying something, Talus?
I've got some tactical decisions to make right now.
Okay, the ground begins to quake. Softly at first, then heavier, and more rhythmic.
I've got
Time to jug. Jug.
got one more big ice thing to use. The question is, do I use it, and do I use it to cut off the attack by these guys, or do I use it to cut off the big guys?
Everyone else besides you is currently occupying all the elemental monsters, and the captain of the guard goes, "We'll hold them off. Focus your attacks on the aspect."
Very well.
All right, Rowless.
Talus is still and the horse just rears back with Talus on it.
All right, and
Okay, so
but yeah.
moments later, the trees erupt in flames as the aspect bursts through the forest, leaving cinders in its wake. It recognizes all of you, except for the Luma, and bellows in fury as it advances. Everyone roll for initiative. It's boss time.
Just as he sees it, is Rowless allowed to pop the fire potion?
Yeah, you can all use the potion of fire resistance now.
All right.
Yeah, good.
So Rowless and Rook are now immune to fire. No, sorry, resistant.
Angel is probably the most danger right now, and I did not roll well for initiative, but that's honestly fine here. Give it a moment to advance a bit further before I do what I do.
Oh my goodness!
I've seen worse initiative rolls.
It really does pay to have at least. It really does pay to have at least one in dexterity.
Yeah.
Okay.
Let's just say, if you're going for a strength build, dexterity can be an acceptable dump stat. It's not it's not one I would recommend, but it's one you can live without.
All right.
Less.
But yeah. We sorted.
Yeah, no one is seriously injured, so it's time for the final fight.
Dun dun dun.
Rook, you see this lumbering colossus charging through the forest. Everything is now on fire. What do you do?
Okay, I'm gonna be maneuvering myself kind of over here off to the side, and then casting Wrathful Smite on myself.
Okay.
As I draw my rapier and my shield.
Okay.
And I guess I can't really hide out in the open, can I? Well.
Not really. There's not many trees out here.
Well, there are, but they're all on fire.
Yeah, they're all starting to catch fire.
Yeah, not many people in my way.
If you want, but I wouldn't recommend it.
I guess with my weapons out, I can't really cast. Can't really use Eldritch Blast.
I mean, you can still use Eldritch Blast even without a weapon.
Yeah, just like drop your shield or something.
Well, I mean, some shields are strapped to the arms.
I mean, yeah, you can just like drop your weapon for free and then pick it up later.
Yeah, drawing and stowing a weapon is basically a free action, so you don't need to worry about it.
Okay, yeah, I guess I'll stow a weapon and double cast my Eldritch Blast.
Okay, roll to attack.
Ooh.
Okay, the first one does hit it.
Because that's a nat 20.
The second one does not.
Yeah, so for math time.
5 plus.
Oh wait, no, I had Wrathful Smite on. Sorry.
And you had Rifle Smite.
Yeah, which is for weapons only.
So yeah, disregard the psychic damage.
Okay, so yeah, it does manage to hit it, and it looks enraged.
Yeah, okay. It may have been a mistake. Okay.
Hey, Angel, it's your turn.
Can I hold my action until after he's gone? As in, can I pass my turn and go after him?
You can go after the aspect? Sure.
So I can still take my full turn after him? I wasn't expecting to roll that high on initiative, and my plan relies on him going first.
I mean, sure, you can do that.
Thank you.
Then it's the aspect of Fire's turn. And let's see here.
Oh, and before anything, I'm going to shout, Riffin, stay out of close quarters for the moment.
All right.
You're not going to be you're not going to want to be near that thing for what I have planned.
It goes to about here. And it's going to try and plunge its hand into the ground and lifts up a ball of molten rock.
Oh boy.
And throws it in everyone's general direction.
Except mine!
No, it's a saving throw.
Oh.
Everyone needs to make a dexterity saving throw.
Okay.
Even me?
No, just Angel, Rallis, and Henrietta.
Not me?
Yeah, you also need to make it.
Oh, well, I did make it.
Okay, so, let's see here. So, Rallis is saved. Angel and Henrietta did not save.
Oh no.
And Talus?
Talus did save.
Remember that I have fire resistant armor.
Yeah. So the full damage is 24 fire damage.
Ouch.
Okay, so that's 6 fire damage in my case. Still a bit more than I'm comfortable losing. That's more than a quarter of my health.
Alright, so
How much damage?
24 fire damage.
And that's with my...
Yeah. It's half.
Is that his turn?
That'll be his turn, yeah.
Alright,
It's
so
turn.
it's my turn.
Yeah, it's Angel's turn.
Because thank you though. First things first, I'm going to use my bonus action to drink a potion. Wait, that's prayer of healing. I swear I added one on it. Anyway, it's 2d4 plus 2, so...
Yeah, okay.
So I regain 9 health.
Okay.
Then I'm going to go right over here. And I'm going to cast... Oh, do you need me to move? I can move. I can circle around him.
I did just yell for no one to get in melee range of it just yet.
I need to
Yeah,
get within touch range.
It is incredibly hot. It is on fire. Touching it means you have to make another saving throw. Or be burned.
I guess I'll cast Bane on it.
Okay. Bane. It has to make a charisma check. Or saving throw. Let's see here.
The
Can't do- very good.
DC is 13, I believe.
It's saved.
Okay. Well, that's my turn.
Okay, now it's Riffin's turn.
Oh, wait, I'm also going to just move over like here.
And that should.
Okay. So, now it's Riffin's turn. He's going to take your advice and, he's going to take the dodge action. By raising up his shield.
Don't worry. In a moment, in a moment, you'll be able to do. By the way, can you give me control of the horse real fast?
Oh, okay, hold on. Give me a moment. Done. Should be edited.
Thank you. All right. So, my turn now?
Yeah, it is now your turn.
Okay, so I'm going to move over here, still on the horse.
Okay.
And I raise up Borealis, and I slam it on the ground. Like, ice permeates. Ice just completely permeates the ground within a few hundred feet. And I'm going to use Glacial Prison, which is basically the Wall of Ice spell. And I'm going to put it right here.
Okay.
And
Does it need to make a save?
And because it intersects where the aspect of fire is, he takes 23 cold damage.
Needs to make a dexterity save. He failed. However,
Yeah, but and because he's where it is, he also gets pushed to the side. Yeah.
he gets pushed out. However, you see him flare up again, and he takes less damage.
Is he resistant to cold damage?
He has legendary resistance.
Oh, I see. Well, that's good. We're burning through those.
Yeah, in other words, he can choose to succeed instead.
Yeah, that was just one of his charges of legendary resistance.
Yeah. Well, I think I've seen him use 2 of those now.
Okay, so Henrietta's turn.
So the plan is to get that thing into this?
No, you're supposed to incapacitate it.
Yeah.
As long as it's nearby, the ritual will still work.
I'm trying to decide if I should go at it with my longsword or cast lay on hands on myself and
I say go at it.
Are you sure? Because it's freaking on fire.
Are you
Positive.
Well, I guess the better question to be asked right now is, Wedwood, is he, like, safe to approach now in melee combat, or...?
He is not.
I didn't know that attacking him would do damage, so I have no idea.
He seems to have cooled down a bit, but he's flaring up now again. He is still on fire.
Okay, I am going to move over.
Yeah, it's close enough to attack him.
I am going to attack with my longsword, and if it hits, Divine Smite.
Okay. That is a hit.
Where is my divine smite?
Your weapon is magical, right?
No.
Ah.
It's just a plain old longsword. Okay. I'll sacrifice a second level spell slot.
3d8.
Yep. Let's see.
Okay. The initial hit of the longsword kind of just chinks off of it because it's molten rock.
Add 16 because of divine smite.
Yeah, the divine smite definitely does do a noticeable chunk off of it. However, because it is currently on fire, you take fire damage.
Wait, I have fire resistant armor, and
yes, you do, but you still take damage because this thing is on fire.
and I can't move back fast enough.
If you make a melee attack within 5 feet of it, you take damage. You take... It's half that, so it's 6 fire damage.
Alright, and I can't use Sanctuary on myself. Oh, ignore that.
Not yet. It's a bonus action.
Yeah.
And it'll go down the moment you attack it again. So.
Okay, so how many damage did I?
In total, it was 12, but you only take 6.
1, 2, 3, 5, 6. Alright, and can I, since I only moved like 5 feet, can I move back a couple?
You will take an attack of opportunity from this thing.
Dang it.
You still have an extra attack.
Oh yeah, I do.
Yeah,
I'm gonna whack it. I'm gonna whack it again. And I miss.
Yeah, that is a miss.
Something tells me
I won't have you take more fire damage from that. So.
What?
I won't have you make more damage from that, so,
Yeah, it's like the attack phase of your turn.
Yeah. Is that your turn?
Well, that is the end of my turn. I hope someone heals me. I'm down to 13 health out of my 40. Out of my 43.
Okay, so the aspect of fire is going to make a legendary action.
Oh,
there we go.
Shoot.
Kaboom.
I'm gonna die.
It missed.
I'm gonna be KFC.
It tries to punch down on you with a molten fist, but you manage to dodge out of the way.
That is close.
Now it's Ralph's turn.
Alright, If I move here, 40, 20, I think I can get everyone in here. Just gotta check. Can see within range. Yep. Now, as a bonus action, I will cast Mass Heal Wounds.
Okay.
Mass Healing Word, you mean?
Mass Healing Word, yes. Sorry. Cure Wounds is much higher. So, aiming for everyone who's, everyone in the party who's got missing hit points.
So, not me.
So yeah, where is it? Mass. Here we go. Submit.
And back to full.
Okay, so everyone within range gains 6 healing.
2, 3, 4.
Just everyone. Except for the aspect.
So yeah, Yeah, that includes Angel, Henrietta, and Talus.
And I imagine some of the and some of our backup over here also.
Maybe depends. Anyway, and not done yet. I am probably going to be a waste of an action, but I am going to try and let's see, 60 feet. Yep, I'm going to try and cast Sacred Flame on the aspect of fire.
Well, it is radiant damage, so sure. To make a dex save. And you do see that this radiant light begins to emit amidst the flames, but it flares up again, dealing no damage.
Good. You only
So
have
that's
one of those
two of
now.
its 3 legendary reaction charges done.
I have a plan to maybe take out the third.
But yeah, with that, Rowless kind of growls and he says, "This thing is tenacious."
Okay. Will that be your turn, Alice?
Yep, that's my turn.
Now it's Rick's turn.
Okay. So I'm gonna cast Hexblade's Curse as my bonus. And since it already has Wrathful Smite, and there's someone within 5 feet of it, Rook is gonna draw his rapier, his +1 rapier, go in with his lunging stab.
Ooh.
Okay. Make an attack.
With sneak. So
Sneak attack, yes.
25. Oh wait, and since that's 19, that is a crit.
Oh my god. So roll another attack.
No, just roll another damage.
Just
Roll
for more.
another damage.
You can't with the pre-rolled ones. You just have to roll again to get the damage.
Yeah, just roll it again.
Okay, just take
Sure.
off all the other stuff.
For extra damage, yeah. And your rapier is not...
Yeah, it is.
+1.
It's magical.
Yeah.
It is magical? Oh yeah, because Wrathful Smite.
That and the rapier itself is +1.
Okay, and it is enchanted, so it's a magical weapon. So it does a collective 10 plus 11, so it's a 21 damage against this thing. And, Rook, you take fire damage.
Yeah, kind of figured.
The total damage is 14, so you take 7 damage.
Well, the sneak and psychic damage should have all also been doubled.
The sneak should have been doubled?
Yeah. Sneak attack damage doubles on and is also affected by a critical hit.
Rook, you can just roll again with sneak.
And it's another 2d6.
Just another 2d6, yeah.
2.
And
Better than nothing.
and 1d6 for the Wrathful Smite.
Oh, yeah, that?
Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
Like, all dice get doubled.
Oh yeah, all dice get doubled if it's a crit.
And the 3. And the +3 for my curse. So,
No, that doesn't get doubled. Dice
Stat.
get doubled, modified do not.
Yeah, that's the general rule. But yeah, there you go.
Okay.
so much damage. So much dice.
And you already took the fire damage, right? Just 7 fire damage.
Yes.
Okay.
Alright.
You still have a little bit of movement left.
Yeah, but I don't have a bonus action, so
You don't have your bonus action, okay.
yeah, I used it. So, next.
Okay, Angel, it's your turn.
Alrighty, first things first, potion of healing.
Okay.
5. Then I'm going to get close and I am going to cast where is it? Inflict wounds at the 3rd level.
That is a hit. take
Ooh,
18 plus 3, which is 21 damage.
that upcast roll though. Bad luck there.
And
Honestly, hover
since
over the symbol. It looks really weird. It says 1 times 2d10.
Should just be 3. Oh, the upcast one.
Yeah.
That's because just the way the upcast, the formula for upcasting is worded.
Okay.
Okay.
Alright, that's my turn.
and since you touched it, you take 11 fire damage.
Alright,
Okay,
my turn.
the aspect's turn. Currently, it's facing Henrietta. And it's going to make a pretty nasty attack.
I hold up my shield.
It looks like it's about to stomp down with a foot made of fire.
Oh,
But it
crap.
misses. It misses again.
Seems it's just throwing a giant temper tantrum.
Yeah, it's throwing a giant temper tantrum. Griffin is going to keep defending the circle.
Probably a good idea. Okay, so first thing Palace is going to do is move down here, just so the big guy. I have a direct line to hit 3 of us with any kind of big area of effect attack, and then he's gonna aim the Borealis at the big guy, and he's gonna cast Frostbite.
Okay.
I see if I can get rid of that last legendary resistance.
It just saved.
Damn it!
Yeah,
Well,
the frostbite just melts off of it. Okay.
Stupid dice not rolling in my favor. Alright,
wait.
that's my...
Becca, I actually forgot with Wrathful Smite, it needs to roll a saving throw.
Oh, it needs to roll a saving throw? What kind of saving throw?
It's a
Wisdom.
yeah, it's a wisdom
yeah,
saving throw.
Maybe just move
Wisdom.
on for now and remember it for next round.
Yeah, it's saved from that too.
Okay. Okay, that's actually a good thing because that would have changed my completely had he lost all his legendary resistances.
Yeah, it would have. Anyways.
Okay, before moving on, the aspect makes another legendary action.
Oh, jeez.
It's going to make another fist attack against Rook.
Oh, jeez.
It does hit, and you take 14 fire damage, which is
Out of
halved,
7?
so it's 7.
Okay.
Okay, now it's Henrietta's turn.
Okay. I'm going to attack with my longsword again, and I'll do Divine Smite once again, also at 2nd level.
Right.
If it hits, of course.
The first one misses. The second one does hit, but it doesn't do as much damage because it's a non-magical weapon.
And then 88 for Divine Smite.
Yeah,
That's 17.
17 divine smite. And you take more fire damage.
From both of those.
It rolled a 5, so you take half that.
So that would be
That's 2.
So,
answer.
You only take 2 fire damage.
okay.
This thing looks like it's starting to weaken a bit, but it's still flaring and flailing.
Okay.
Okay, it's Rallis' turn.
now comes the comes the tough call. You know what? I've got 4 of them. I'm gonna give it a shot myself. I am moving over here next to. No, actually not next to Rook. Wait, actually, what is this? Is this a advantageous spot for you, or?
Yeah, I've still got a clear shot for what I need to do.
Alright, no worries. And I am going to try to hit it with a 2nd level inflict wounds myself.
Okay. Roll to attack. That's a miss.
Ah, damn it. That would have been cool.
It's way too hot for you to even touch it.
Yeah. Inflict Wounds is not a spell I like to rely on unless you're playing in a game with anything.
Oh well, I gave it a shot.
And you're staying there?
Yeah, you know what, I'll stay there.
Oh wait, yeah, we can't use that as a bonus.
Okay. Because you're staying in close proximity to this thing, you take 7 fire damage. Which is half. So, 3.
So yeah. Yeah, I'll take 3. Yep, there we go.
Okay. The aspect is going to make another legendary action.
Yay.
And targets it at Rook. You take 6 fire damage.
The 3?
Its full attack was 12 fire damage, but it's half.
Okay. Thanks for telling me.
Alright, and because you've been hit, you
Just
need to...
another molten fist.
Alright, and because you've been attacked, you need to make a save. You need to make a con save.
No, he's fine.
Really? But he's holding concentration on his Wrathful Smite. Doesn't that mean he needs to make a save?
It's not concentration.
Wrathful Smite,
Oh wait,
isn't
it is for 1 minute.
Yeah,
Is Wrathful Smite concentration?
Wrathful Smite's concentration.
Oh yeah, but he's already used it up.
Okay,
Oh,
it's a
yeah, I
one-time
already
thing.
The concentration only matters if he failed the initial save to be frightened, which he did not.
Alright.
Okay, anyway.
I'm sorry about that. Anyway, let's keep going.
Okay, back to the top. Rook.
Okay, well, I still got my sneak attack. I still got my Hexblade's Curse. So, Rapier.
That is a hit. It's not advantage, so
Yeah, unfortunately.
it takes another 10, and you take another 2d10 fire damage. Oh my goodness.
Can I disengage him?
The full damage is 17.
I deal 17?
No. You take 17 damage.
Yeah.
So it's 8.
Yep, you take 8.
Okay.
8 fire damage. Angel, it's your turn.
Wait, what? I'm not done yet. I was
You're
gonna
not done?
No, I was going to disengage.
Okay, you disengage.
And use my movement speed about... here. But backing the fuck up.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now it's Angel's turn.
Double check the area of effect on this thing. Oh wait, I don't have that smart yet. Oh, never mind then.
Screw it.
Yep.
Oh.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh,
You take 11 fire damage.
okay.
As your inflict winds doesn't seem to affect it. And
Oh.
instead you get burnt hand.
Okay, well that's my turn.
Okay, it's the aspect's turn. It's going to attack Rallis with a flurry of Molten Fist.
Go for it.
Okay. They both hit, and the first one deals 16 fire damage, so half that is 8.
Alright, 8.
The second one also hits, and it deals 18 fire damage, so that's 9.
Alright. 9. And
Yes.
as a reaction, hits you with an attack.
Okay.
And I am going to make that lightning damage. So 2. And, yeah, 2d8.
Come on.
Okay. So, what's the saving throw?
Against a dexterity save, that is 15.
Okay, it failed, but it flares up again.
Yes, last one used.
But it's, yeah, as soon as it flares up again, it starts to cool down a bit. The fires begin to become a lot less fiery, I guess.
It's starting to dull and burn out.
Yeah, it's starting to burn out. That'll be its turn. Dallas, it's your turn.
Okay, well, if that hadn't gotten I was going to use Phantasmal because I know that fire elementals tend to be pretty bad at intelligence saves, but now that its legendary resistances are gone, I'm just gonna lightning bolt it instead.
Okay.
Ooh, not a very high roll, but let's see how it does.
Okay. It's still saved.
Well, that's something at least.
So half that is 9. It looks like it's starting to crumble a little bit. But then it becomes a little bit more enraged, as it's going to use a legendary action.
So many legendary actions.
Yeah. It's going to throw another magma ball directly towards Talon.
Oh, wonderful.
I need you to make a dexterity saving throw.
Come on. Okay. Come on, dex save. You have not failed me. You have not failed me yet this game.
It will fail. Oh.
That's a save.
Yeah, I swatted out of the air with Borealis.
Yeah, with Borealis, you managed to swat the thing out of the air. You only take about... Let's see. Two. You only take about 6 fire damage.
And half that to 3 because of my fire resistance.
Well, I already accounted for the fire resistance, so it's 6.
Oh, okay.
The full damage was 36.
Oh.
Ouch.
But since you made like a critical save, I decided to put it down to 6 instead.
Alright then.
And now it's starting to lose its fire a bit. It's still very hot.
Quick question. What does Potion of Ashen Strength do?
It should be on your magic items in tools.
That's just 23, I believe.
Yeah, it increases it to 23.
Which means it'll give you a +6, I want to say.
And it gives you a +6 to strength.
just wondering if I should drink it before I hit this creature.
I mean, you could.
Okay, for a bonus, can I use my bonus action, or is it an action to use to drink a potion?
Since Angel has decided to make potions bonus actions, sure.
Okay, I use my bonus action, sacrificing my extra attack, to drink the potion of Ashen Strength.
Yep.
No, that doesn't sacrifice your extra attack.
What?
Yeah, it doesn't affect extra attack.
Oh.
The extra attack is just part of your action.
Okay. So that's +6. So that means it is my strength is now 22 for now.
23.
Okay.
Why they consistently went with odd numbers, I don't really know, but they did.
But yeah,
Okay.
make a note of what your strength is if you're changing it.
Yep.
It only lasts an hour.
Yep. Let me just make a quick note. Alright. Now with that, I'm going to attack with my longsword again.
Okay.
There's one.
First one hit.
If the second one hits, I'll do Divine Smite first level spell slot.
Okay.
And it's a
That's
miss.
a critical. That is a complete miss.
Dang it. Why is it that I always have one hit and one miss on these rolls?
You take 5 fire damage.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to heal myself next round because I'm down to 12 health. And unless I do something, I'm gonna be fried chicken.
Oh jeez. Okay.
Yep. So, end of my turn.
Okay, it is Rallis's turn.
Alrighty, Angel, how are you doing on health?
Sorry, I muted my.
Yeah, how are you doing on health?
Exactly the same as Henrietta.
Okay, you're on 12.
Yep.
So I will, probably against my better judgment, I am keeping within the same distance. And bonus action, I will cast a second level, hang on, I just need to check something. Yeah, it was 1d. I didn't take that off, so I will cast a second level healing word on you.
On Angel?
Yep.
Alrighty.
You get 9 HP back.
Okay.
I hope that helps a little.
It does.
And
that's just for Angel?
Yep. Sorry, I've only got two third level spell slots, and I am.
That's fine.
Yeah.
That's fine. I got my own healing magic.
All right, and as my main action, I don't know if this is going to be. Actually, wait, it's a save. It doesn't matter. So, I am going to try and cast Sacred Flame on the aspect of fire again.
You can't.
Yes, you can.
Oh, it's a cantrip?
It's a cantrip.
Okay. Sorry, I thought it was a leveled spell.
Hang on. Okay, just the first one, if you would please.
Okay.
It went a little delayed there.
Yeah, that does hit it for 9 radiant damage. It's starting to look a little worse for wear.
Alrighty, that's my turn. Rook, you're up.
Okay, so I'm gonna stow my rapier and bring out my trusty longbow.
Okay.
Do you have the shield on?
I would have to take it off.
Yes, you would, because the longbow is a two-handed weapon.
Yeah. Well, all bows are two-handed weapons, but
The point is, if you got a shield on, you can't use a two-handed weapon.
yeah, I kind of like put the shield on the ground next to me, kind of like as like a little mini added barrier to block.
All right. Well, that's your action to take it off.
Nope.
It does take an action to take a shield off.
Yeah, it does.
Damn it. Well, that's
literally never come up in any game I've ever played.
It's actually in the armor time, like how long it takes to put on and take off armor.
Yeah, just kind of because it is strapped to your arm, I guess. So you have to.
Yeah, but anyway,
take it off.
You can still.
So yeah, that's.
I'm sorry to hold up the game.
Yeah, I would like to set it down in front of me and use my bonus action to hide.
Okay. Make a stealth check.
Even with disadvantage, just like whatever.
It doesn't appear to see you anywhere.
Yep.
However, it's going to make one last legendary action to try and see where you went off to.
Such a joker.
Yeah, it sees you. It detects you.
It probably saw where I was at.
Yeah.
Well, you ate up one of its legendary actions, so...
Yeah, I did. Now it does no more legendary actions for this round. Until it gets to its turn.
Okay, that's it.
Angel, it's your turn.
Yeah, I'm here. Sorry, I forgot to unmute.
Yeah, it's fine.
Alright. I'm gonna stay within that range, and I am going to cast Cure Wounds at 2nd level on Henrietta.
Okay, Henrietta heals 16 HP.
And
Thank you kindly.
I'm gonna stay within. I'm gonna move here, and that'll be my turn.
Okay, since you're still in close proximity to this thing, you take 13 fire damage.
Okay.
It's the aspect turn. Seeing that it is weakened, it's actually going to try and tear down this giant ice wall.
Oh, I dare him to do that.
So, how does one destroy a giant ice wall? I wonder.
Exactly, it's the wall of ice spell, so there's actually a rule for that.
How much HP does a giant ice wall have?
It is vulnerable to fire, so it could probably easily do it in a single attack, but let me just check.
Yeah, it deals a collective, let's see, 33 fire damage on this ice wall, punching through it.
To take out that 1 and 10-foot section of the wall.
It punches through this section of the wall and begins to move towards these trees.
The moment
it doesn't.
it passes through, it takes 5d6 cold damage.
5d6 after punching through it. Okay.
Well, the moment it moves through it. So that's 20 cold damage.
Oof, okay. It looks like it's about to fall at any moment, but as soon as it goes
Did it take
towards...
the disengage action?
No, it did not.
Oh.
Meaning the three of us get opportunity attacks, don't we?
All
Sweet.
three of you get opportunity attack.
Do I get an extra attack, or
No.
is it just the one? Okay,
It's just the one attack, but you will take fire damage if you do take it.
I take it.
Okay, that just hit.
I won't.
Okay.
Mm.
What of Rallis?
I'm not gonna risk it. I'm hurting enough already. I shouldn't tempt fate.
Okay. It begins to move towards these trees and starts consuming them.
Oh,
How much health do I lose?
Let's see here. You lose. That's 14, so you take 7.
Okay.
Okay.
Somebody better get on that thing.
Yeah, it's to steadily heal itself.
Wouldn't that be an action though?
No.
Ooh.
Every time it moves over a spot of foliage and plant life, it heals itself for every step it takes. That'll be its turn.
Okay. I'm. Well then. Well then, I'm gonna have to do something to drive it back from that a little bit.
Blast it.
I'm going to cast Phantasmal Force. So directly south of it will be a giant monster made out of ice.
An aspect of frost, if you will.
Exactly, and I'm just gonna like try and drive it back to the ice wall.
It's still within destroying range, though, just so you're aware.
Oh, you mean destroy? Wait, hold on. You mean destroying in it or destroying the trees?
Destroying it.
Oh, actually, no.
Because-
Belay that. Then I'm just gonna take the shot. I cast light. I'm going to. Hold on. Well, I. Okay, I'm gonna move over here so I can see it through the gap.
Yeah, you can see through the gap.
And then I'm gonna cast lightning bolt ult at it. Come on. 31.
Okay. That does manage to get it all the way down to 0.
Yay.
However,
Yeah.
because this thing is freaking immortal, it flares back up again one last time.
Oh, so it's making.
It's not quite dead yet. It's not giving up the ghost unless you hit its weakness.
Well, can I see? Well, do I have any idea what that weakness might be?
Cold damage.
Oh. You know,
Oh, ignore that.
does anyone else besides me have cold damage? Because I don't know if we have time to wait for it to cycle around again. Might pull some other nonsense.
Cylinder.
No, I have no gold damage.
I don't have any elemental damage except maybe radiant if I cast Channel Divinity Secret Weapon.
Okay, and
The
very well. Just
the closest thing I got is
then you just keep beating down on it so it doesn't regenerate its health too much.
I mean, you could throw the Borealis to me, and I can use it as a spear.
Yeah, you need to be attuned to it.
Using it as a spear, though.
It's a staff. It's not designed to be a spear.
I know, but it looks like it has a pointy end.
Alright, well, anyway, let's keep moving.
Oh, that would do piercing damage, not cold damage, though.
That's icy.
Alright, so I'm guessing it's Henrietta's turn.
Oh, whatever.
Yep.
So much for roll of cool.
So,
Dream.
Dream, what are you going to do?
Dream.
Dream.
Dream,
Desdemona.
I think her mic is broken.
Oh, sorry about that.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
This thing is not giving up the ghost.
Yeah. Can I climb the ice wall?
You will take damage.
Oh no, you don't. You don't take. No, you don't take damage from. You don't take damage from the ice wall unless you as you walk through the broken.
I can't get to it.
You might want to take a bit of healing.
That may be my only thing. I'm gonna use lay on hands on myself, and that is
Okay. So
20.
Yeah, it's 5 times 5.
Yeah.
So 25.
So. Sorry about that. My mother just came in.
Oh, okay.
All right.
Yeah.
So you've healed yourself for 25, I imagine.
Yep.
Yep.
All right, is that your turn?
Hang on. I'll move a couple feet and ready an attack for if it gets close.
Let's see here. Your lay on hands is an action.
Yeah, I just oh, never mind then. I'll just
So that'll
move
be
there.
your turn.
Yep.
Alice, it's your turn.
Okay. So, what I'm going to do is just to check distance. 60 feet. Yep. And
You can see the hole it punched through the ice wall.
Alright. So, as at second level, I am casting Shatter. And I am going to use my Channel Divinity to max out that damage.
It just saved. So it only takes 12 damage. But it's still flaring up no matter how much damage you keep dealing it.
Honestly, the important thing is that Angus to keep it from regenerating.
It's still currently at a specific set of health. It's not dying. Because this thing is immortal.
Well,
next 6 seconds, perhaps.
Alright, next is Rook.
Your turn.
If anyone's got any tricks for pushing it back into the ice wall, that would be great.
Okay, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take it I don't have my sneak attack. Or do I? No, I guess it knows me. Yeah, it knows where I am. I'm gonna use my longbow.
Okay, that is a hit.
And I'm gonna use my free action to yell at it. It's like, hey, come at me with like a real, mature being for a match of fisticuffs.
Okay. It takes your taunt. And it's going to use a legendary action to throw magma at you.
That's not fisticuffs.
So, make a dexterity saving throw.
I kinda have to. Holy crap. No!
Oh, okay. So that's,
Oh dear.
28 fire damage total.
I'm way down. I had 4
But
health.
half that is,
14.
14.
Yeah, 14. You take 14 fire damage.
I'm at -10.
Yeah, you're unconscious.
Wait, I think you added it. Oh, you were 14 before you took the damage. Okay, I mean you were before you took the damage. Okay.
Yeah, I'm at -10.
Well, don't worry. The cleric's turn is next.
Uh,
Hmm.
yeah, just put your HP down at 0.
I know, I'm just doing it for fun.
There you go.
Cure wounds. Doesn't this bring back memories?
Mm-hmm.
More than what I had in my last turn. So,
Okay. And that'll be your turn?
Yes, that's my turn.
Okay, it's the Aspect of Fire's turn. It's looking really worse for wear, trying desperately to get as much foliage into its mouth as possible.
God, I hope this hits. This is gonna get really annoying really fast, as if I start missing a lot all of a sudden.
It steadily starts to heal itself.
No, hey, stop that.
But it's still very weak. Dallas, it's your turn.
Ray of Frost. I'm guessing 16 doesn't hit.
16 does hit, but it's just not enough.
Damn it. This is what I was afraid of. Now
It appears to have slowed down significantly to the point where its legs are petrified.
Yeah, wait. Yeah, like this is what I was afraid. This is what I was afraid of. Now it's gonna start healing faster than I can hurt it.
But wait, like you just
well,
said.
Actually, it can no longer move, so it won't be able to heal itself.
Oh.
It's for all intents and purposes, it's petrified.
It's almost petrified. Its lower body is petrified.
Okay. In that case. In that case, my next spell. I've got a next spell that's guaranteed to hit for ice damage no matter what.
Okay. Henrietta, you're up. You see, this thing is very, very. It's almost a statue. It can't do anything.
I'm moving here, and since I can't exactly get over this ice wall without taking damage, I'm gonna have to switch to my hand crossbow.
Okay, that's a free action.
Okay, and I hit it. And do I still have extra attack, or is that melee?
That's melee.
Okay.
It looks like it's about to go down at any moment.
Get ready to say timber! I yell.
Rallis' turn.
Hang on, I need to check something right quick. Ability check of its choice. Okay, no. You're going to hit it with a save, right, Wedwood?
Indeed I am, and pass or fail, it's guaranteed to take ice damage.
Alrighty. I am, you know what? Rook's kind of worse for wear, so I'm just going to. It seems in the bag at this point, so I'm just gonna walk over here and just pop a first level heal on him.
On Rick?
Yeah.
Okay.
Where is it? Cure wounds.
Okay, I'm back up to pretty much almost half my health.
Alright, and that'll be my turn.
Hey, Ruck, you're up next.
So I guess I have to stabilize myself or get back up.
You're fine.
You've already been stabilized because you've been healed.
Okay, so I'm out of consciousness. I'm not prone, or
you're awake.
You're awake.
Okay, so I'm gonna get back up. And oh fuck. One sec. I guess I'm gonna use my longbow again.
Okay, that's a miss.
Of course. That's all I can do.
Okay. Angel, you're up next.
Right.
This thing looks like it's about to go down at any moment. You just gotta hit it with enough ice damage.
I'll cast guidance on Talus.
I'm pretty sure it only affects ability checks, not saving throws.
And not attack not attack rolls.
For the story,
Okay.
For the story, let's say it's for the story. She's basically hyping him up to get the shot.
I'll cast Cure Wounds on myself, I guess.
You can do this, Talus. You can be a hero.
That's not what I ever wanted, but thank you for the encouragement.
And Angel heals herself. Okay. The aspect of fire's turn. It can't move at all.
What did it?
Talus, it's your turn.
Okay, quick question. Like, I did it lose the ability to move because of Ray of Frost?
That, and also it's just been constantly using up most of its legendary actions, and now it's just almost frozen.
Well, I'm going to fire an ice knife at it.
Okay.
First level. Okay, so the ice knife itself doesn't hit anywhere vital. It probably just sticks in the hard part of its head, but it still needs to make the dexterity save for the cold damage. And
I don't think it really needs to make a dexterity save.
Yeah, pass or fail is still going to take cold damage. Yeah, so like basically, you know those like ice spike spells in Skyrim.
Oh yeah, those ones. Yeah.
Yeah,
That
just
last
impale things
attack,
like basically, Talus aims the Borealis. And one of those just like out like just fires out, embeds itself in the middle of the big guy's forehead, and then explodes.
And it finally decides to go down. It is now a freaking black statue.
Okay, now I imagine most of the ice wall will have melted by now.
At this point, it would have melted. And Oddwald seems to be talking aloud, and Rippin goes, Talus, the Borealis, get it into the middle of the circle.
Done. And like Talus hops up, hops up of his horse, which I didn't bother the name, and he just like sort of drives it right into the center of the circle. Like
okay, as you do, you see the elemental energy of the aspect just go straight into the circle. The heat surrounds you. It is intense. But you feel that the Borealis is pushing back against it. These opposing elemental forces just grate against each other as you plunge the staff into the middle. And when you do, everyone outside of the circle is knocked prone by a shockwave. So inside the circle, just a stream of energy is shooting out around the petrified aspect. And the the energy begins to form around the circle. Everyone outside, you are all knocked prone, and you see just this light silhouette of the aspect flailing, trying to get out.
Talus backs up.
No, you still have to hold on to it.
Oh, never mind then. Talus's horse backs up.
Okay, the mages are both struggling to get this thing sealed, and the crystal staff in your hand begins to melt.
Oh no.
Goodbye, Borealis. You were awesome
Okay.
while you lasted.
Oddwald yells out at you. It's not enough.
Oh, for
We have
fuck's sake.
we have to give it more energy.
And how the hell are we supposed to do that?
I start casting Ray of Frost staff to try and short it.
It's not enough. The blaze is
Okay.
starting to consume everything.
Second level chromatic orb. Does that work?
It's still not enough. And Oddwald decides to come in and goes, we need a
I see.
sacrifice. The only
Oh, I
way. I'll do it. Give me the staff.
All yours.
Okay, you give Oddwald the staff. And as you are about to leave the circle, he goes, Did I redeem myself?
I guess.
Of course.
Enough for me.
May the amaranthine
They
be
really
with
know-
you.
So
I mean, I could also channel my patron, but whatever.
you see the grove begins to quake as the conjuration circle and the borealis, the Oddwald, are consumed by a harmonious white light. The ground beneath the seal shakes and swells, and rising from the ashen plain, and it begins to rise from the ashen plain as if it were a living creature. Outside the circle, you see just a mound of light thrashed, momentarily assuming the form of the aspect. It lashes out in fury before its shape melts away into the earth, which rises still. Then everything stops. The quake ceased, leaving a tranquil hill on the ashen plain.
Please, no one break the seal this time.
It's over.
Everything is serene, quiet. The aspect is gone. The forest fires begin to die down.
It's over. We've done it.
Oh, it's never over. There's always a greater evil.
Thank you.
That's
Thank
usually
you.
that's unusually philosophical for you.
Yeah,
Well, I mean, there is something now in my head, so...
Something
the
you should.
threat,
Yeah.
the threat of the wood has ended. So yeah,
I can't believe it's really over.
Certainly feels unreal. But we've done it.
so yeah. Talus, you see that in the circle that Susan has gone unconscious, but she's still breathing. However, the Borealis and Oddwald are gone completely. And on top of the hill is a single sapling growing from the seal.
Detect magic.
You detect magic. There is no magic. It's an actual plant that's growing.
Could have been a magic plant.
Well, to be fair, Talus, you're a wizard. I assume everything you look at is magic.
Well, yeah, that's the end. You beat the big boss. Congratulations.
Whoa. Okay. After that, I need something cold to drink. I'll be at the...
Okay, you return to Aldehart to be greeted by cheers and jubilation by all.
So this
Hood is badly scarred, but once the aspect was sealed, the creatures that were assailing the forest have fled back into the grove.
What a convenient way to tie up loose ends.
And much of the wood survives. After some time, a couple of days later, from recovering all of your wounds, and you guys have any unresolved points you'd like to go through before the ceremony?
Henrietta is leaning back before the ceremony, and she's leaning back against a chair.
You're currently in the council chamber.
Oh, I thought they were on. Well, then they're in a. She's on a chair in the council chamber.
Okay.
I still can't believe this is over. We finally won.
You've been saying that for 2 days straight.
Yes, our work here is done.
I'm sure they'll find something else that they can't do themselves.
Well.
Oh yeah, you're right. I mean, there is still, that one grizzled-looking Mawpock that was after us with that one fox.
Well, I suppose the question
I want to find out who that was.
I suppose the question now is, what are you all going to do?
Well,
I'll probably wander here and there. You might see me, you might not.
Well, since my initial mission was to come here and warn the council about what's been going on and see if I could get some help from Edofin from the fires, I guess all that's left for me is to return home.
Well, your services have been greatly appreciated, Henrietta.
Angel is there as well. Right?
And he... right.
Yeah, Angel's still here.
I know, it's just... I mean, because it's so high up, I thought she'd be all, doesn't want to go up and all.
Yeah. Nope.
Yeah. Last I recall, you were afraid of heights. Someone tells me there's... I'm guessing there's a story...
Still is, even though she went on her own adventure somewhere.
I'm guessing you must have had quite an adventure to actually make it up a tree.
Well, I found the bandits, and then I killed them, and then everything was on fire. So I came back, and then I ran from the fire thing, and then I helped you guys fight it, and now I'm here.
Did you find out about what happened to your village?
They were all kidnapped and sold into slavery.
Ew.
Oh my god.
What?
Have you
Joy.
Have you found them?
Some of them, but they're all kind of dead, so...
Ew.
That is inconvenient.
Not exactly encouraging.
I...
Did you find your family?
Nope.
My condolences, Miss Angel.
Yeah, I'm over it. Dallas, are you planning on going on after this?
Going on what?
Are you planning on going on the road after this?
I have no idea what I'm planning to do.
Alright, well let me know.
Okay.
Sure.
So, it's the day of the ceremony. You all decide to go to the audience chambers to receive your reward.
Yes, our Star Wars medals.
You all each receive a medal of honor for everything that you've done.
Yep, I introduced the humble folk to council.
I killed the aspect of fire.
I did a great service for the temple.
Yeah.
I
And
allowed it.
Rallis, as you receive your medal, you also receive a shield.
Oh, thank you.
Hold on, I'm going to edit it here. It's the same shield that Riffin currently has.
He looks.
Yeah.
There we go. Wind Crest Shield. Oh, sick. +1.
Yep. That's one shield.
But yeah.
So it's like a shield that's +2 plus another one. So it's just a +1 shield.
It's a +3.
Well, yeah, you get like 3 AC,
but yeah, with that, he looks over it and he bows gratefully to the Chancellor.
Okay. Moves on to Rook, who also gives him a Medal of Honors and a red feather longbow.
Okay, I kind of look over the bowl and kind of nod my head as I sling it over my shoulder.
For Talus, you get a medal and a feathered hat with a Corvin's feather on it.
It's basically a red hood that matches the frock, and the feather is clasped at the neck.
Okay, I am going to add in something to it. You get a Corvin's feather attached to it.
Yeah, so Talus now has kind of an Assassin's Creed, a sort of vibe from his armor, from his outfit.
Yeah. So you now have access to the spells Hideous Laughter and Detect Thoughts.
Not dependent on my own DC. They're hard DCs, and that's a bit annoying, but okay.
And finally, for Henrietta, you get a Medal of Honor and a longsword, Blade of the Wood.
This is convenient since Henrietta's longsword got melted.
Yeah, it's pretty much just molten iron.
Yeah, I think it's like still, like it's still like a puddle.
It's like a metal puddle somewhere.
Yeah, in the Scorched Grove.
Which, granted, that would have taken extreme amount of heat, but
I mean, it's literally called an aspect of fire.
well, fire burns about like 400 degrees. To melt steel, that's like 1,200.
Fair enough. Anyway.
Yeah,
this was super fire.
He does go over to everybody else, and they all receive Medals of Honor, as well as pieces of equipment as well.
Angel too?
Yeah, and Angel too. She gets a shield.
Okay.
Yeah. And once that's all said and done, he goes, "Thank you, one and all, for your exceptional..." Sorry, hold on. I haven't thought of a speech.
Service?
For your services, champions of Humblewood. And so, there's a great cheer across the room. Once all that is said and done, it's time for the epilogue. So, there's a parade, a great feast. Afterwards. So yeah, that's all fun.
Yay.
Yay.
Yeah.
I wish I could have done something more with this.
There was much rejoicing.
There was
Yay.
much rejoicing, yes. So, time passes. What would you all like to do as the months go by?
Okay. I thought of something. I'm assuming we all kind of gained a level in this.
Yes, you all gain level 6.
Okay. So, Rook, in the aftermath of the parade, uses the power of his patron to disguise himself, and kind of wanders amongst the streets, kind of building up his little, or kind of like building up a small little spy guild. Well, no one really.
Yeah, you create the first ever thieves guild in Elderheart.
Yes, and no one knows my true identity, as I can change my disguise at will, and also have different voices.
Yep.
I am now a true mastermind.
Okay.
You
Oh,
know the
boy.
chat like
Yeah, okay. So,
Okay.
In the intervening time, Vralis does return to the temple, but before he leaves, he does wish Angel the best on her own adventures.
Thank you. Same to you, alright?
If you're ever in trouble, do not be afraid to call me.
I won't.
I mean, well, I assume you're, considering what I have seen, you are a cleric yourself, so I am literally just a thought away.
Mm-hmm.
Very well then.
Glad you will.
Very well then, I will not hold you up much longer, and thank you again for all of your help.
Happy to help. Take care now.
You as well.
what an odd bird. So, what is Henrietta doing over the past couple months?
well, she's returned to Meadowfen and she's been she's
Yeah.
been living a normal life.
And yeah, you come back to a hero's welcome at your village. Along with Rippin, who's decided to join you. Considering that his nearby hometown is already burnt to the ground, he decided to make Meadowfen his next home.
Aw.
So, and what's Talus doing after all this?
Well, Talus, it's, well, at first he spends some time trying to find, trying to track down any leads on that fuck, on that fox bandit person, the Vulcan bandit woman.
Yeah, you do remember seeing a portrait of her back in Wallace's bunker.
Yeah, coming up with no real leads for the time being, he instead elects to. Why is it a D4? Whatever. He instead chooses, and he then heads up to the Avium, where he spent and the rest of the intervening months trying to duplicate the Borealis.
Yeah. Okay then. They do welcome you back after a while.
What?
They do welcome you back, the wizards. Yeah. You spend most of your days in the lower library trying to recreate this powerful staff.
Yep.
It might not be as powerful as the Borealis itself, but it'll be something.
Oh, I could like honestly, by level. I'm gonna be honest. By level 11, I'm basically gonna be able to do all that stuff anyway.
Yeah, okay. So, months pass. Parts of the wood that were recently consumed by the scorched grove return to normal, thanks to the tender's efforts in healing it. The creatures of the grove also return to their natural range. Forest healed. New settlements are constructed for those who wish to return to their lives on the forest floor. While it's impossible to replace everything lost in the fires, these homes will eventually grow into new communities. Griffin, once Ash Sparrow has been restored, he returns home to enlist help on actually restoring it to its former beauty, and provide a home for those who were forced to abandon it. The Wildwood Brigade is now fully established, along with Benna as the leader, of course. While small groups of raiders and brigands still belliger the roads, organized banditry in Humblewood is, on the scale of the Coalition, appears to be a thing of the past. After much deliberation, the new Humblewood Council has been established, and includes Humblefolk delegates for a handful of prominent forest-dwelling communities. The Perch of Marshview has a Humblefolk delegate, as the predominantly grounded settlement's birdfolk representation was replaced in a landslide vote. The council speaker, Theta, retains her position, to the applause of a far more inclusive Elderheart. The trunk infrastructure within Elderheart is being expanded in the lower level, and there are talks about improving living conditions in the roots, though there's still much to do in this regard. Humblewood appears to be entering its next golden age in Humblefolk-Birdfolk relations.
But then,
Yeah, there's always a
One
but.
night, Talus, you have a dream.
oh boy,
In this dream, you encounter Oddwald. His form is spectral, and he appears to have something to say. But before he can impart any new wisdom, you wake up.
son of a bitch! Hate it when that happens.
And that'll be the end.
That's a great way to end off our. That's a great line to end our first season off on.
Yeah, that's the end of the season. I'm glad you all enjoyed it so far.
Very much so.
Okay.
Alrighty then. So, anything to play us off with, Becca?
Okay, thank you all very much for your support in the series, and thank you for watching.
Alright.
Humblewood will return, eventually.
Until then, though, see you all later.
See you all later.
Good night.
Adios.
Bye.
Good night.
Bye.